Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the concept of data mining. So the today's outline of this class is we need to we will discuss the concepts of data mining. So then after that we will discuss about the understanding the process of gathering, selecting, and cleaning. Okay. So in order to mine the data, so we need to first we need to gather the data. After that we need to select from that. After that we need to clean. The next one is identify the outputs of data mining. Okay, after applying all data mining, so what is the output? So how we will represent that outputs, that one we will discuss. And various data mining models, that is nothing but an algorithm. So we will discuss different algorithms of data mining. After that crisp dm data mining process. Okay, so that is one data mining cycle what we are calling. Okay, so that one we will discuss. Then after that we will summarize the range of data mining techniques. So these are the outlines of this today's class. Okay, so first thing is we already know about machine learning. Okay, so machine learning is a part of data mining. Okay, so here this data mining is nothing but a, so we are mining something from a raw thing, that's all. Okay, suppose if you want to mine a gold from a ore. Okay, so that is we are extracting something new thing from a raw thing. Okay, so that is data mining is the art and science of discovering knowledge, insights, and patterns in data. Okay, so data mining is the art and science of discovering knowledge, insights, and pattern in data. Okay, so it is nothing but a art and science of discovering new things. Okay, so it be the new thing, it may be a knowledge, or it may be insights, or it may be pattern from the current data. Okay, so data mining is the art and science of discovering the knowledge, insights, and patterns in the data. It is the act of extracting useful pattern from an organized collection of data. Okay, so it is act of extracting useful pattern from the organized collection of data. You have collected ever from different sources. After that you have arranged. Okay, so after that you have arranged, so from that you will extract a new patterns. Okay, from that you will extract a new pattern, so that one we will call it as a, okay, so we'll extract a new pattern, that one we will call it as a data mining. Okay, so data mining is an interdisciplinary subfield of computer science and statistics with an overall goal is to extract information from a data set. Okay, so it is an interdisciplinary subfield of computer science. Okay, okay, so it is an inter subfield of computer science and statistics with an overall goal is to extract information from a data set. Okay, so it is a subset of computer science and also statistics. Okay, without statistics this data mining doesn't exist. Okay, so it is a subfield of this computer science and statistics with an our overall goal is to extract the information from the data set. Okay, so from the data set. ಚಿಕ್ಕಪ್ಪ ಬಿಡಿ ಸಾಕು. Okay, so from the data set. Okay, so here first thing is in data mining, so it will be the a gathering and selecting a data. So we need to, when you want to apply a data mining techniques, so we need to gather the data from different sources. Okay, so how we will gather the data? So most of the organization they are developing an enterprise data model, so to organize their data. So here this edm, we will call it as edm. Okay, so it will organize the data from collecting the different sources. Okay, so here this edm, enterprise data model, is usually inclusive of data. Okay, inclusive of the data generated from all international systems. Okay, from different sources, from international system, from different sources, it will collect the data. Okay, whatever the data is generated from different international system, it will collect, then after that it will organize the data. Okay, so that is the responsible of this edm, enterprise data model. Okay, so it is usually inclusive of all the data generated from all international system. So edm provides a basic menu of data to create a data warehouse for a particular decision making purpose. Okay, so edm provides a basic menu of data to create a data warehouse. okay, for a particular decision making process. Suppose, so I want to make a decision about retail store or retail, selling of a product. Okay, so that particular decision making purpose, we have created a data warehouse. Okay, so this EDM is provides a particular basic menu. Okay, so to predict, to make a decision about the selling of a product. So for that, what are the different data things are needed to take a decision and to store that one in a data warehouse. Okay, so this EDM will provide a all those things. Okay, so it will collect from the different sources and it will organize the data. Okay, and it will provide a basic menus for a particular data warehouse to take a particular decision. Okay, so like that we will select and gather the data. So after selecting and gathering the data, so we need to clean the data, and after that we need to prepare for that one to mine, from that mine the data. Okay, so what are the different purpose? What is the once you can gather the data, so next step is to clean the data. So what is the cleaning? Okay, so unwanted things we need to remove. Okay, cleaning is nothing but an unwanted things we need to remove. Okay, the quality of the data is critical to the success and value of the data mining projects. Okay, the quality of the data is very important and it is critical to success. Okay, so without quality of data, it doesn't exist. Okay, so you won't get a good result. Okay, so that's why the quality of data is critical to the success. Okay, the quality of data is critical to the success and value of the data mining project. And it that data should be a, it will be a value, okay, of the particular data mining project. Okay, so first thing is what we need to do. So we need to clean the data needs to be cleaned and transferred before it can be used for data mining. Okay, so here data need to be cleaned. Okay, so data need to be cleaned and transferred before it can be used for data mining. Okay, so before applying any algorithm, that data should be cleaned. Okay, then after that we need to transfer from one forum to another forum. Okay, so that is ready for applying algorithm. Okay, those two things we need to do. So what are the different cleaning things? So we need to remove the duplicates data. If data is duplicated, so what happens? So same data is repeated multiple times, so there is no use at all. Okay, so that redundant data will be removed, the duplicate data will be removed. First thing. Second thing is missing values need to be filled. Okay, second thing, missing values need to be filled. Suppose in a row a particular column value is missing attribute, so for that we need to fill. How we will fill? So by taking an average. Okay, so or a nearest number, so like that we need to fill the missing values. Okay, so like that we need to fill the missing values. So first one is duplicate, redundant values will be removed. So then after that we need to missing values need to be identified and it need to be filled. So how we will identify missing values? Okay, so missing values will be, okay, so by taking an average or by taking a nearest number, so like that you need to fill. And data element should be comparable. Okay, so this data element should be comparable. How data element should be comparable? So suppose you are collecting a student marks. Okay, so one student marks are a selling of a product. Okay, it should be, that data should be comparable. So suppose one day a particular product is selling price, selling 100 things, so another one is 10,000. There is, we can't compare those things. It may be 100 or 110 or 120, so like that, then there is no use. Then there is a use. Okay, it should be comparable, data should be comparable, then only you will get a good result. So that one you need to identify. Then outlier data elements need to be removed. Okay, so you have collected the data for a selling of a product, it may be 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. Okay, after that you will have a 10,000 one selling, so that is the 10,000 value will be the outlier. Okay, so the 10,000 value will be outlier, that one will be removed from the data. Okay, so outlier will be removed from the data. Okay, so if the outlier is there, so suppose one value is 100, another value is 1000. So then if you take the average, what you will get? 100 and 1000. Okay, 1000 it will be 650. So another one is 90 and 80. So 80, 90, 100. So 1000. So we can't take the average of four things. We can take 80, 90 and 100. That's why outlier will be removed. Okay, so then data may need to be selected to increase the information density. Okay, so here to increase the information density, if information is that the data is distributed, the density is less, means we can't, you can't get proper result. Data should be distributed normally. Okay, so then only you will get a proper result. So that's why you need to select a data to increase the information density, such a way that data should be normalized, normally distributed. Okay, so these are the steps what we have in a data preparation, data cleaning and preparation. Okay, duplicate data need to be removed and missing values need to be filled, and the data should be comparable. Then outlier data needs to be removed and data need to be selected to increase information density. Okay, to increase information density. Okay, so we have cleaned and done. Then what is the output of data mining? So output of the data mining is nothing but it may be prediction. Okay, so here that is here it may be, the one thing is, it may be one popular form of data mining output is a decision tree. Okay, we may have a number of algorithms. We will, if you apply the algorithm, you will get a result. That result will be, if you apply a decision tree. Okay, decision tree algorithms, classification techniques, you will get a one decision tree. Decision tree is means that will be yes or no. So based on that values, we will find out whether that one will become yes or no. Okay, so then after that, another one is the regression. Output can be in the form of regression equation or a mathematical function. So regression is nothing but you are predicting a new thing. Okay, so you may predict, so what is the suppose cost of a house. Okay, or you will predict, weather forecasting. Okay, please mute someone. Okay, so predicting the future, suppose if you have retail store, then if when you have future store, in future selling. So in this month, suppose if you take the data of 12 months, then what is the predict selling of a product on next month. So that is nothing but regression is nothing but a prediction. Okay, so then here we have a number of dependent variables, and one n number of independent variables, one is dependent variables. Okay, so we will discuss that one in detail. That is another one output of, and after that, a business rules are an appropriate representation of the output of basket analysis. So what is that market basket analysis? So that is nothing but an association rules, what we are calling, and we will call it as an association rule. Okay, so what is that market basket analysis? Okay, so market basket analysis is nothing but, suppose if you buy a coffee, milk and sugar. Okay, so if you buy a milk and sugar, obviously you may buy a coffee powder or a tea powder. So that is nothing but an association between milk, sugar, and coffee powder. If you buy milk and coffee powder, milk and sugar, so obviously you may buy coffee powder. Okay, so probability is more to buy a coffee powder after buying milk and sugar. So that one we will call it as a market basket analysis. That is association rules. That is also an output of, so that one will make it as a business rules. So it means business rules is nothing but, so you should keep that. Okay, so you should keep sugar and milk, even in a single row, a single rack. So then obviously that copy powder is also, you should put in that rack only, because so these three, if the customer buys so milk and sugar, so obviously will buy a coffee powder. That is the business. So these are the an output of data mining. So one is a decision tree, another one is regression equation, and third one is the business rules. That is nothing but that market basket analysis, that is nothing but an association rule. Okay, so these are the output of data mining. So how we will evaluate the data mining results? So here, so we need to check the accuracy. So to evaluate the data mining results, that one we using confusion matrix. What is confusion matrix? A confusion matrix is nothing but a, it is an we will, what is the actual values and what is the predicted values we need to find. So for example, so here how we will predict the accuracy? So that is nothing but a actual prediction divided by total prediction. Okay, actual prediction, it will be and total prediction. So that is here we have a will correct, this is confusion matrix. So here we have a actual values and we have a predicted values. So here we have four things: true positive and true negative. So these are the a correct prediction. So then false positive and false negative, those are the, that is not a correct result. So here, so the correct prediction is nothing but a true positive and true negative divided by total prediction is true positive, true negative, false negative and false positive. Okay, so here I will take an example. So woman pregnant, so it is nothing but woman pregnant, it will be true positive. So positive is pregnant, so woman is true. Okay, so then true negative, woman not pregnant. Okay, so result is not pregnant, so that is negative. Woman is true. Okay, true positive, true negative. So we are identifying properly. So then what do you mean by false positive and false negative? Man pregnant, so is it possible? No, that is false positive. So you are, predicting false positive. Okay, so and man not pregnant, so that is false. Man is also false and not pregnant is also negative, so that is false negative. Okay, so this is an example. So how we will get the accuracy? That will be the true positive plus true negative, that is we are predicting correctly divided by total number of prediction. So actual, proper prediction, that is the correct prediction divided by correct and not correct prediction. So that one is true positive plus true negative divided by true positive plus true negative and false positive plus false negative. This is the predictive accuracy. So to evaluate the result, to get the result, okay, to get the accuracy, we will use this confusion matrix. Okay, so here we have actual values. So in that actual values, positive and negative. In that predictive values, we have we are also positive and negative. Okay, so like that we will evaluate the data mining results. So then what are the different data mining techniques are there? So we already know that we, machine learning, we already discussed these things. So once again, I will revise the things. So there are two main types of data mining. Okay, one is supervised learning, another one is, unsupervised learning. So what do you mean by supervised learning? When we will use, when the data are labeled. Okay, so it means if we have an attribute, names. So at that time we will use this supervised learning method. Okay, so when the data are not labeled, so at that time we will use unsupervised learning. Okay, suppose if you, what is supervised learning, what is your, labeled data or unlabeled data? So labeled data, here we have a fruits. So in that fruits, apple, banana, mango, all those, the structure of that fruits area. So in that we have, we know the name of a fruit. Okay, so that is banana, mango, apple. Okay, orange, like that we have a names of fruits we know. So then that data we will call it as a label data. So those the data will be used in supervised learning. Unsupervised, we don't know the, we have a collection of all the fruits, but we don't know the names. What we need to do, we need to group separate the fruits based on their structure. Okay, mango, that is we don't know, that is if it is fruit is circle, so then group it one. If fruit is lengthy, then group it another one, like that. So that is nothing but an unsupervised learning. Okay, so when you come to supervised learning, the data should be labeled. Okay, so we data is labeled, then we will apply a decision tree, a regression and artificial neural network. So a decision tree, we already discussed that one in machine learning. So here this is a decision tree, so based on yes or no. Okay, so we will get a output of the decision. Okay, suppose a sunny, rainy. Okay, so whether we will play tennis or not. So for that we will have a different parameters, okay, different attributes. So based on that attribute values, we will find whether we will play tennis or not. That example we have discussed, okay, very popular example. Okay, so it means the output will be in the form of decision. Okay, so based on yes or no. So then after that regression, so in that regression here we will predict the future. Okay, so based on the current values we will predict the future value. So for the 12 months of data, retest data, so I will predict the next month data. So next month selling, so from the 12 month of data, if I analyze the thing, I will predict the next month of data. So that is another example is predicting the house, value of house. So that is cost of house. So how we will predict? So based on the different parameters, what are those different variables? So that is, what is the size of the site, what is the build up area, so on which area it located. Okay, so all those things, what are the materials used for that building a house. So these are all things we will, okay, so these are all things will be considered. That is, the predicting cost of house is nothing but a dependent variables, all others are independent variables. Okay, so that is nothing but a regression. Then artificial neural network, so this is artificial neural network. So this is part of extension of that machine learning. Okay, so this here how human neural, in human brains works like that, this artificial neural network will also work. So we already discussed these things in detail. We have one on model of each one. Okay, so here in artificial neural network, how human brain thinks, like that the algorithms will think and it will give the result. Okay, so here in artificial neural network, so here we have a n number of neurons are there, and the iterations will be more, and the result will be more accurate than the machine learning algorithms. Okay, so this is the artificial neural network. So when you come to unsupervised learning, we will have two things: association, clustering techniques, and association learning. So clustering is nothing but a grouping of elements. Okay, so clustering technique is nothing but it is a grouping of elements. So here, so similar elements are grouped in a clusters, and dissimilar elements are grouped in another cluster. That is, the distance between inside the clusters are very near, and distance between the data elements from dissimilar elements will be long. Okay, so it means, suppose I have taken example fruits now, so I will group all the fruits, that is banana fruits will be one cluster based on that structure. We don't know the name, so then orange will be in one group, then mango will be another group. So like that we will group the data elements. Okay, so like that we will group the data elements in based on the structure. Okay, so next one is association rule. Okay, so this in this association rule, okay, so I already told that if you buy a milk and sugar, so the customer will buy a coffee powder. So that is nothing but the association between the buying of the milk and sugar with the coffee powder. What is the association? So how many members are buyed? If they buy the milk and sugar, so how many members have bought the coffee powder? So it may be 80% of the customers they are buying. If they buy coffee powder and milk and sugar, they will buy a coffee powder. That is nothing but an association. So these are the important data mining techniques are there. Okay, so for each one we can apply algorithms to a data and we will get the result. And what are the tools and platforms are used for data mining? Okay, so here, so what are the different tools? So we will apply data mining techniques. So then what are the tools we are using? So here, first thing is very simple and sophisticated. This is Excel, Microsoft Excel. So that is most powerful, basic data mining tool, or a machine learning tool, or a statistical tool. Okay, so in that, a basic all statistical algorithms are available. So if you are familiar with this Excel, then easily you will be go for data mining. So here you want to find a standard deviation or a mean, and how data is distributed. So all those things will be come in MS Excel. So that is one basic data mining tool.
So then after that, you will go for in a standalone or a embedded. For that, here we have a enterprise ERP, enterprise resource planning. Okay, so then after that, we will have a open source or a commercial. So that one will be a Vika tool or a R programming. So those things are we are using. Okay, then we will have an open source and commercial these things, and we will have a Vika tool. In that we will have a number of data mining algorithms are available, so you can put the data and you will get the result. And R programming also very, you know, powerful statistical tool. Okay, so that is also available. So next one is user interface design. Okay, so sorry, user interface. So in that we will have a GUI based drag and drop format tools. Okay, graphical user interface based on drag and drop format tools. So the so GI is also available. So from that we will tools are available. So that is also one thing. So another one is the data format. So we'll have a different data formats. Using those data formats, so we will use a CSV file or like that. We'll have a different data files. So these are the different tools and platforms for data mining. Then this is this is the data mining cycle, what we are calling, cross industry standard process for data mining. So here, cross industry standard process for data mining. So what are the different steps to evaluate the to apply the data mining techniques? So here, when you want to apply a data mining techniques, first you need to understand the business understanding. What do you mean by business understanding? Okay, suppose you want to apply a data mining technique for healthcare or a retail store. Okay, like that, in online marketing. So for any business, if you want to apply the data mining technique, first you need to understand the a business. Okay, if it is healthcare, so you need to understand the business. If it is a retail store, you need to understand the a business of that retail store. That is very very important. So first you need to understand the business. So then after that, you need to understand the data. Okay, so first thing is you need to understand the business, then after that you need to you need to understand the data. So without understanding business, without understanding data, so you can't apply data mining techniques. Okay, so first you need to understand the business, then after that you need to understand the what are the attributes are there, what attributes are needed for this business. Okay, so all those things you need to identify. Okay, so then after that you need to data preparation. What do you mean by data preparation? That is nothing but data cleaning. So remove the missing values, I know add the fill the missing values, remove the redundancy, duplicate values. All those things will be done in data preparation. Okay, so data cleaning, and it will be transferred to one forum that should be ready for applying the algorithm. So next, after data preparation, we will have a data modeling. So modeling is nothing but you are applying the actual algorithm. Okay, so modeling, you are applying a actual algorithm. So it may be data mining technique, n number of, that is supervised learning techniques or unsupervised learning technique, that is decision tree, regression. Okay, then after that clustering, those, that model is nothing but a algorithm. So then algorithm, after that you need to evaluate, so whether that result will be correct or not, proper accuracy you are getting. Okay, so using that confusion matrix, okay, different methods using, you need to evaluate the algorithm, you evaluate the model. Okay, so you need to evaluate the algorithm or a model. Okay, so that one you have done. So it is in our model is working properly, then after that you will deploy that one for that business. Okay, that algorithm you should, that model should deploy. Once that it is working properly, then you need to deploy. If it is not working, then you need to reframe the things, and once again you need to apply the algorithm. Okay, so then after that you need to deploy the algorithm. So from the deploy you will get a, once again data will be generated. That is nothing but a next business center, like that this will be. Okay, so this is the cross industry data standard process. Okay, for data mining, first you need to understand the business, after that understand the data. So then after that data clean, that is data preparation. Then after that we will have a modeling. Then after that is apply the algorithm. Then after that you need to evaluate that model. Okay, so then after, if it is giving proper result, then you need to deploy the, okay, so then you need to deploy the algorithm model. Okay, so this is the cross industry standard process for data mining. So this is very, very important. Surely they will ask this question. Okay, so then after that, myths about data mining. What are the some myth? That is nothing but a myth, is nothing but a stories. Okay, something about data mining, that is stories about data mining. So data mining is about algorithm. Okay, data mining is nothing but a, it is about an algorithm. Okay, so we will have n number of algorithms. If you go data mining, so it will be a mother of machine learning, artificial neural network. So for all those things, statistical models, everything, n number of algorithms are available. Okay, so data mining is nothing but a, you will apply the algorithm, you will get a new knowledge. That is another one. A data mining is about predictive accuracy. Yes, obviously. So this, we are predicting, we will apply the algorithms. After that we will predict the accuracy, whether it is 80% or a 90% or a 95%. Okay, so that is nothing but a data mining is about predictive accuracy. And data mining requires a data warehouse. Obviously, if you are applying the data mining algorithms, means we need large amount, huge amount of data. So we need to store that, we need data warehouse. So we need to collect the data from different sources. After that we need to organize the data. So all those things will be done in data warehouse using EDP. Okay, enterprise data processing. Okay, so that is data mining requires obviously data warehouse. And data mining requires a large quantities of data. Okay, if you are apply for simple data, so that result will be not accurate. So for varieties of data, for different types of data, if you apply the data mining techniques, you will get a correct, accurate result. Okay, so that means the data mining requires a large quantities of data. Okay, a data mining requires a technology expert. Obviously, if your that technology expert, if you, obviously he need to, suppose if you apply a data mining algorithms, you need to understand the business understanding. Then after that you need to understand the data. Then after that you need which algorithm is suitable for that data. So it means to execute that, he knows that VCA tool or R tool, the platform he should know. Okay, so it means a data mining requires a technology expert. So these are the myths about the data mining. Okay, then last one is, what are the mistakes we are doing when you are applying the data mining techniques? Okay, so here first thing is, what mistakes we are doing is selecting a wrong problems for data mining. Okay, so here you are applying data mining techniques for a wrong problems, then there is no use. So here, so when you are applying a data mining technique, first you need to select a proper problem. Okay, so it may be in a retail store, it may be healthcare, it may be banking, it may be telecom, wherever you go. So you should select a proper problem. Okay, identifying problem is very, very important when you do a research. So identifying problem is very, very important, because whether we will get our, we will predict proper things or no. So if it is not possible, then what is the selecting of that problem? Okay, so that problem should be solved. Like that problems you need to select. Then second one is data without metadata. So you have selected the data. Okay, so for you are applying a data mining, you have selected the data, but you don't know this, the data doesn't have structure. Okay, metadata is nothing but a structure of data. That is how many attributes are there, what is the data types used. Okay, so how many columns are there. So all those things, data without metadata. Okay, so data without metadata, it is nothing but a that you should select the data with structure. That is, so that is one mistake, we are selecting the data without metadata. And disorganized data mining. Okay, so here, so we should, we are doing this method disorganized, there is no proper way for applying the data mining. That is also very, very important. So that is one we are doing mistake, disorganized data mining. The data should be organized and
After that only you need to apply the data mining. And insufficient business knowledge. So when you are applying a data mining concept, you know proper data mining algorithms, everything you know, but if you don't know the business, okay, so if you don't know the business knowledge, then there is no, you won't get a proper result. Because so first you suppose in a retail store you need to apply data mining techniques to retail store, you need to understand the a business of retail store. Okay, so then only you will apply the data mining concepts. So if you apply a, suppose if you are applying a in healthcare, you should understand the domain of that business of that healthcare, then only you will apply the data mining. Otherwise, if you have a insufficient knowledge, business knowledge, don't go that, don't apply that data mining concept. If you are expert in data mining algorithms also, don't go without insufficient business knowledge. Okay, next, another one mistake we are doing, incompatibility of data mining tools and data sets. Okay, so here whatever, so which tool we need to use for data mining for a particular data, that is very very important. So if you select the data, everything is fine, the tool is not suitable for particular data, that is incompatibility. Okay, so that one we are doing common mistake. Okay, so select a tool such a way that it should be suitable for that particular selected data. Okay, that is another one. Next, last mistake, what we are looking at only aggregate results, not an individual records or predictions. Okay, so what we are doing, we are looking at only an aggregate results, all overall results. We need to say, we are overviewing all the aggregate results and not an individual records or a predictions. Okay, so not at individual records or a prediction. So we are not looking that, but we are looking only aggregate result, but you need to look into a individual records or a prediction. That is also very very important. Okay, so these are the common mistakes we are doing when you are applying a data mining techniques. Selecting a wrong problem or a data without a metadata. Okay, disorganized data, and insufficient business knowledge, incompatibility tools, and looking we are only at aggregate, not an individual. Okay, so these are the data mining mistakes what we are doing.